Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Beastbreaker, where today we are beast breaking our way into central moat processing, and I have never had anything bad happen to me in a video game in a place called central processing, so I'm sure this is going to go splendidly. What are we after? We're still after quite a lot of muck, the goop, the goop moats. I don't remember what they're called already, so let's go fight a Clatterclaw. I feel like we've fought a lot of Clatterclaws recently, but this is what's out there, so... we could certainly put together another sword. I kind of want to roll with knives. I feel like we haven't done a knife fight in a little bit here, and I actually really enjoy the knives. So we only have the one charge knife. Do we want? Okay, so normal run is just worse than desperate run. Dive grab seems great. Yeah, let's dive grab. Definitely take the normal charge shot, and then like which two other projectiles do we want? Shuriken's good and strong. It's very straightforward. Drain is kind of a bummer of a status effect. I think it's a lot less exciting than a lot of the others. The bomb blade is fun. It only has 20 range, so you're gonna have to be quite close. We get 3 of them. The whirling sickle's pretty good, but like I do sort of feel like we should perhaps lean away from stuff that we've used already. Deal 1 damage, of course. Pierce, add 2 drain. Yeah. It has 70 range, so it's gonna cross the map pretty much. It's just gonna cut right through cores and always deal 1 damage to them. You know, honestly, it seems pretty good. The super throw is also funny. So we have a low damage multi-hit thing, and then a thing where, fingers crossed, hopefully you're getting like 5 damage out of it because you're using it right after going to full. So we don't spend very much time at full with the knives though, do we? Well, probably want to bring Echo then. We could, I know we've been using the same squad. Oh, right, we're allowed to have 3 people. Not that it's necessary, it turns out. But yeah, we should bring somebody else. I do love Dandy. Who do I think would have good conversations with these two? Maybe we should bring Alchemia in the first slot, actually. And, you know, we're getting to the point where I actually do care about knowing the beast traits. Okay. I'm going to bring Alchemia and the same 2 other people, but I want to rearrange the slots a little bit here. Echo comes in second. Mallow comes in third. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Look at it. The squad. Heroes to the last. So do we want... I probably want it's probably a charge armor, right? It's got to be a charge armor. Survivor garb is certainly compelling. It's probably the survivor garb. Yeah, there's something to be said for, say, shadow cladding, which gives you that extra pickup radius and lets you blow stuff up. But if we're gonna bring the mana knife, we need bonus charge. I think that's reasonable. Okay, let's go get into a fight. So there was a patch, by the way. I mean, I know that at this point we know this. But I did eventually find the patch notes. Unfortunately, the only place that the patch notes existed, at least at the time, was the developer's Discord, which is... I don't know when we decided the Discord should supplant all other forms of communication and record keeping on the internet, but it shouldn't. It's a good chat program, and that's what it's for, and that's what you should use it for. It's not a forum, and it's not... Honestly, it's not a good repository of knowledge in any kind of way. But while I was there on their Discord looking, I saw apparently some other Let's Player threw a full-blown tantrum in their server about how dare they change a thing while he was in the middle of his series, and he has a history of not dealing well with mid Let's Play nerfs, and a lot of like, do you know who I am? My dad owns a dealership kind of energy. I just like, first of all, be nice to strangers on the internet. Secondly, especially be nice to the people who develop your video games. And third, like, the way the smoothie worked before was obviously way out of balance. It should have been changed. That's not a thing that would be reasonable to get upset about under any circumstances. I don't know. Some people just don't. Some people are very thoughtless and do not have any manners. Anyway, sorry, y'all. Don't mean to get all ranty. Skipper, this seems like an appropriate time to request a performance review. What do you think of all the nifty additional equipment we've been able to enchant with my upgrades? It's assisted you? Moat's afloat. I'm chuffed to hear it. Now, if you could just fill out this form for my latest grant application. Well, bad news. I'm not sure I have thumbs. Let's get some vision here. I really, really love all of their map sprites. They're so adorable. With this weapon, what do I think I want? It's probably charge smoothie, right? It's gotta be. Go give me this. I shouldn't say it's gotta be. The strength smoothie is obviously going to be very good because there's sometimes you get hit with a knife and a lot of times in a turn. But let's make sure we get this because I will forget. And then let's get lots of materials. How much do I need? What's the plan this time? Magnetic is amazing with the knives. No two ways about that. And then we could pull knuckles. Maybe this is a good time for unstable spray. So like 14? 14's harsh. I have to actually see the beast's tracks in order to be able to research them. There we go. She's adorable. Stun, huh? Well, I got my 14. Let's do it. Let's try it. We haven't done the unstable spray at all yet. Maybe I'm going to end up regretting this. Maybe I will really wish I had taken the stun. So it's just the charge knife. Using the charge knife to open a way for the mana knives or something makes a lot of sense. I think I'm going to take the explosive essence. So you just grabbed increased attack. Is it this one? It was! Hooray! Okay. It's possible that I'm just like not synthesizing the information very well, but I really don't feel like knowing the beast's element affects my approach at all. Knowing what it's strong against and weak against matters a bit, but I don't know. Essence does not feel very useful. Just break some stuff here. Okay, I was hoping to get a little bit more charge on that. So, where do I want to actually end up here? I mean, the actual answer is, if I do this, I'm going to end up like inside of its body and probably get forced out the front, right? Maybe let's just skewering sigh. Yeah. Because that'll just about fill me up. That is so good. Also pretty solid. Yeah, this is a set of tools. This is some weaponry. I'm just gonna blow the core. I don't see any reason not to. Obviously, we're not gonna get much on the bounces here, but okay. And I might just fire the magnetic serum next turn. So this will just get me, it's just 20, right? Yeah. So just get me back my psi cost. We have one mana blade and one skewering psi left. I definitely need to pick up some of my ammo here. That's pretty good. I'm willing to take that. And then try to just throw my charge blade into the charge tile. Let's see if it happens. I thought the bounce was going to be a little bit more favorable than that. Am I cool eating 13 damage? 13's... It's not something we could do a bunch, but it's not so bad. And it gets me the charge tile for sure, so... Alright, Rampage in 1. I mean, like, obviously at this point I am just allowing Alchemia to get out on the field here. So... Yeah, I think we just pass. We don't have to let Alchemia do her thing. We could slide all the way out to here. Dive grab is awesome. We could slide all the way out to here and then start doing some real damage to the back end. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get... No, I'm probably not going to be able to get 7 damage. I guess I could probably if we drank the smoothie. Did mana blades right into it. Kind of thinking like we want to apply unstable to as many different scales as possible. Oh, I didn't get this one. I was trying to get all 3 of them. All right. We don't have to take advantage of the unstable now. I can just let the rampage go. Oh, I'm looking at my companions down there in the bottom. Did I put them in the list wrong? Okay, this is not 100% ideal, but this will get us some explosions. Actually, I was still able to get it. I think mana blades right now probably not super valuable. Yeah, they're gonna fire. Echo's gonna go first, which is fine. It's not like having Echo's knives out would be bad for us or anything. It's just not how I thought I was setting things up. Okay, make sure we're actually getting some things here. If I throw this, it's going to hit the inside of the bottom of the claw and bounce up into the thing's face. It's not super useful. You got a little bit more damage out of it that way. So let's see. We can definitely double damage the vital core here. We do have to stack up some damage on the vital core, right? That was pretty good. Okay, do I... If I go magnetic, I can probably get that knife and the charge knife back at the same time. Yeah, alright. I'm just gonna drink it. We'll get some stuff here. If I jump to right here, I presume I'm gonna get pushed out into that location, which actually isn't so bad. Okay, no, it pushed me out the backside. That's worse, actually. I think, like, if I had gotten in here, I was seriously considering smoothie into mana blades and just have it bounce around in there at 5 damage a bounce. I still might smoothie. No, let's let the Let's let the beast do a rampage. Let's get Alchemy's buff. May as well do this, though. Let's hope to deal at least 1 damage. Alright, sorry, let's get Echo's knives. Yeah. Yeah, that'll still work just fine with our mana blades. So the Sai always deals just 1 damage. I'd really love to open up a hole to one of these without having to spend too much for it. I guess the right thing to do is to jump to like here, which will obviously way overfill my charge. And then I can do mana blades like... What I really want is for this to bounce right back into the 7. Well, that's a core. It's not precisely what I was going for, but I'll take it. Oops. Knives too powerful, accidentally killed the beast. That was not a lot of motes for that. Okay, only 2 decay. I was definitely hoping for more. This key card. Yes. This is the one. Join me in the cellar immediately. You know, if you hadn't interrupted me, I would have gone to the cellar immediately. Well, not immediately, obviously. I'm going to do this. Searing Flares. Ooh. On first bounce, deal 1. On second bounce, deal 2 and stop. And it fires 5 of those? For only 5 charge. That seems like a very fun bow. On arena bounce, increase reverb by 1. Oh, that's a super cool one as well. And Iron Chisel. Okay, that's not bad. Those both seem like good parts. Okay, wind up. Sweeping Slash, which is pretty good. Okay, there is still so much crafting left to do. Well, let's go see what's up. I've told you that the Glitch Peaks once housed the Queen's elite magical researchers. They're gone now. When the area became too unstable, all of them abandoned the automated facilities. With one exception. You? No, not me. I have delivered many messages from desperate critters in desperate need of help. Now it is time to deliver one more. I ask that you accompany me inside and hold off the beasts, so that I may speak to the one who remains. Yeah, okay, that sounds like a job I'm definitely qualified for. More knives? Maybe a bow? This quiver's pretty cool. Do we have a... Oh yeah, okay. We have some pieces to go with that. %50 chance to add 2 taunt. I mean, it's powerful. So wait, did I just do this wrong, or is it going to... Is it going to just kind of decide where they should go without asking me? Because I thought this was how I had it set before. Maybe they're always in alphabetical order or something and I didn't notice? No, because this is alphabetical order. I don't know. Maybe you don't control it and it's just always been coincidentally in the order that I tried to set it in. I've completed a quick search of the lab, but the one I seek eludes me. Were the access tunnels swarmed already? Was he driven into the surrounding peaks? I'll get the beast. You keep searching. Okay, he is interesting. I don't know, like, I was just kind of assuming that we were going to encounter, like, Grandma's sister, right? Like, it's in some way, she just seems too narratively significant. Maybe that's just me having put up with a lot of hack writing from a lot of video games. But it's just like, it's a character they keep describing who we haven't seen, so obviously the twist is that we will meet them, right? And sure, that would, like, reduce the resonance of Grandma's whole thing, but twist. Is there any narrative priority greater than the twist? Ah, there we go. There's some footsteps. What you got? Okay, that's information. Do I want to go to 14 again? I think so. I forgot to use the thing last time. We will not be doing that again. This time I will remember. We buy it. I mean, we didn't forget to use it, but we didn't use it in a particularly exciting way. We're gonna try to do a better job here. Okay, so we're right up there, so you're probably right here now, right? No? Was this one? Uh-oh. Okay. I don't know why I had assumed that it had picked that up earlier, but, like, the increased level thing was obviously still unclaimed. Alright, shell snappers are not my favorite. Oh. Is that Cinnabar? Being threatened? No, he won't have it. Do not dare to harm them, beast. They are not the one you are sensing. Seek me instead. Okay, this person's very intense. No. Skipper, destroy that beast, now. Yeah, I'm working on it. Listen, this is my thing. You sit over there and brood or whatever. I'll do all the hard work. Oh, I didn't change my gear, so we have a charge weapon instead of the other thing. 50% chance to deal damage on bounce is rough. I'm gonna not try that this turn. Okay. So, let's start with, probably, I want to save the unstable spray for inside. But if we did a spray over here, we could certainly blow that up pretty quickly, huh? So it's really easy to get a 2 out of this. I feel like it's right as well. That we take a single bank that blows up some of this stuff, and then we can try to ammo roll into searing flares with the thing uncovered. Huh. I really thought on arena bounce. Shoot, that didn't work at all. Yeah, I guess I didn't understand how this works. I thought we bounce it off the wall and it increases the reverb to 2. And then deals 2 damage to... I wonder if it's working the way it's supposed to. Let me try... I'm gonna try bouncing it off the floor here. The floor, you know, the bottom wall. Damn it. I'm a very good shot, is the thing. There we go, that's a little bit better. Okay, so it did do 2 damage there. I wonder if it's just not quite... Maybe the first bounce isn't working? Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to change things up a little bit here. Not what I was hoping for. It's all right. I need a second reload anyway. So, if we do this, really give ourselves an opening on this thing. And then I fire, trying to dial these, the 2 on the bottom into hitting the 5 after their bounce. We got very close, very close. Okay. So what I would really love to do here is narrowly miss the 1 and get a bounce onto that 6. Okay, that was pretty good. And now this can never deal, or sorry, this has a chance to do taunt, but it will never deal damage. So yeah, I think we just Wind Blast. And you have 1 reverb without bouncing, right? It says that, but I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna go for the bounce here. I guess I don't need to. Maybe what I should do instead is just bounce. Then we'll go into the next thing with full ammo. Or full charge, rather. A mere 36 taunt in the meter. Well, that's exactly how I meant for that to go, so that's good. Okay, from here we can actually do the work. How am I going to direct... Let's see if we can maybe make the bottom arrow pick this up. And just hope these other arrows end up somewhere. Alright. So I haven't done any damage to the inside here, nor have I established my unstables, or... It's all been just a terrible nightmare. I kind of want to just let loose and like let's see some bounces. Okay. So when these explode, they're gonna open stuff up. I was really hoping we were gonna get more of an explosion in there, but none of the scales actually broke. We got a lot of 3s reduced to 1. Okay, there we go. We're getting some meaningful damage done. So we're not getting an arena bounce pretty much no matter how we do this. I might just reload roll again, honestly. Yeah. Because it keeps us like in the middle of the arena. I can work with this. Yeah, that's fine. So the question is, can I get outside and bounce off the wall and still make it back in okay? Like I really want to be trying to get just like the littlest bit of tilt upward. There we go. Yeah, that works. So we have a couple of unstables left. Sadly, none of them down here where they'd be really useful. Twirling Volley does not seem great. And Wind Blast only gains damage on Arena Bounce, not on Barrier Bounce. Okay, that did work at least. I guess we should test it. What would be the best way to do that? Let's do this. Okay, that did do 2 damage. So maybe this does count as an arena bounce. How do I want to take advantage of that? I honestly don't know. I don't know what the right move is. Let's get ourselves a whole bunch more ammo and then get in here, and I could just like get some pretty decent damage on the vital core here. That didn't work quite as well as I was hoping. Damn it, you were supposed to hit that. Oh, right. I do, like, have to take damage if I'm in here. Well, we can try to searing flares in a way that kills the core on the left there, and then at least I only get hit once. My feeling is that I am not going to be able to do that. Yep, okay, well. I think this just kills us. It sure does. Got too wrapped up in trying to do my my fancy arrow work. Wasn't paying enough attention to my feet. Okay, Cinnabar, take it easy. It was, you know, that's not how it happened. The sand and the dagger rewinds time. I'll show you what really occurred. Part of what really occurred is I got ammo. I love to be wind-driven. Would I rather have the power smoothie? Actually, I think I would. We can put out a fair number of arrows in a turn with this setup, so okay, strong versus taunt, weak versus scar. Weak versus scar is good information. That's way more materials than we could possibly need. I do think I liked this. You know what? It's gonna do the same thing. What did you just pick up? Ah, increased attack. The other increased attack. Alright, this time I'm simply not going to get myself 100 to 0'd. What a novel concept. $65 max max energy is pretty good. I think I'm cool here. We definitely need to get more toward the middle more quickly, but obviously on that first round you don't really have a lot of options. There we go. All right, let's work on these front parts. Do I want to unstable now? Non-bouncing projectiles is a little rough. It's very difficult to make them all useful. This is fine. All right. We'll just take off the front parts first. Oh, right. I forgot about the ammo distance. I just clicked on this because it had the ammo scale, but that's actually really good. That's like really good. Should I try to do like a... Yeah. That's not bad. I have to say I'm pretty pleased with these outcomes. One more. Am I really plus 70 per turn? Where am I getting plus 70 per turn? Oh, right, it's 6. I remember how things work. I totally, definitely, always remember the game mechanics. Obviously, the plan. Wind Blast is amazing. Wind Blast is some nonsense. You should definitely not be allowed to do that. All right, do we just break them both off right now? I think maybe. Shouldn't be too hard to get a bounce into the other one. All right. Well, that's a shame. I think I probably want to just get inside here and apply my my unstable, right? Or, sorry, not my unstable, my searing flares, just like start doing damage. Because we have a lot of scales to burn through. You know, honestly, with 10 grow... Yeah, it's just going to grow all of that back, isn't it? Well... That is a little bit rough. Like, once we have the fins and the flippers and stuff off, it is a little annoying with this bow to actually deal damage to these more heavily defended cores. Let's... I could try to send a bow, or I could try to send an arrow some real considerable distance here. Alright, I'm going to try to go off the right wall, off the roof, down into this general region. Does this look like the right angle? Okay, I mean, it's hard to be mad about that outcome. Maybe we should just work on this, though. If it has 180 steps, I'm just thinking about, like, what exactly could we do with this thing? Where would I be able to bounce this several times and still feel like it's definitely going to hit something? Because we don't have a ton of charge left for the turn. That's a shame. If I hit the if I hit this after bouncing, it'll refund me some charge, or sorry, it'll refund me some ammo, and then we can just do like an extra twirling volley. Not that I necessarily think it's gonna go anywhere, but yeah, that's a pretty good shot. So it's the arrows stop immediately if they hit a core. I really thought that was going to bounce in there a little bit more effectively. Wow. They, like, studiously avoided dealing damage there. It was incredible. It's Some kind of smart guidance system that only guides things away from the enemies. Well, I got my arena bounce. That's a real shame. There we go. That's more the angle I was looking for. So we're pretty unlikely to deal any meaningful damage this turn. Oh no. I tried to sacrifice everything for a pickup move and it didn't even work. I could bounce myself in here and then we could just do Searing Flares. Probably don't want to drink any... Well, maybe. Yeah, you know what? Let's open some stuff up, shall we? And then, I mean, there's absolutely no reason not to do a little bit more shooting. Next one will take us down to merely plus 50 per turn. I think I want to have as much charge as I can going into the turn where I have strength still. The way the bow works does make it really hard to take advantage of held over strength from turn to turn, though, because, well, the way this particular bow works, I should say, because of the fact that you have to reload roll before you can do any attacking. Yep, that's exactly what I was trying to do. Good, good, good. I'm still so bad at reading the bounces. I want to blame somebody else for it. It's very clearly my fault, but everything inside of me is like, find someone to take the fall for this. Okay, well, I've done a very bad job here. If you'll believe it, that was supposed to be like bounce, bounce, and then into the middle here somewhere. Well, we have enough resources to give that another go or two. That's very similar, in fact. Okay, I'll take it. Where was that? It was somewhere around here. Oh, definitely not. That's incredible. I managed to keep that captive for such a long time. All right. How many arrows can I actually get inside? Not that many. But it's some damage. Hey, that was actually what I was trying to do. Huzzah! Okay. So the problem with Searing Flares is it's not going to get enough damage done. I could double Searing Flares into a reload roll and then end the turn. That'll end us with 4 arrows, which is not horrible. But, like, it's very hard to deal any actual damage with this because it takes so much ammo to break through stuff. Yeah. Okay. So that does not count as an arena bounce when I do it. Sorry, we may need our friends to help us break through here a little bit, is all. All right, do not run out of run out of charge right here. It'd be very bad. Yeah, it feels like with the Searing Flares doing a combined 15 damage, it wouldn't be that hard to channel some of that damage into a meaningful place, but in practice, I don't know, it's just not working for me. So how do I think... The angle here is going to be too high. It's going to like crash into this. Just need to get some bounces going. Yeah, I think as much as I want Searing Flares to be good, I'm just not good enough with it. That's a little shallow. Try to fire this in such a way that... Yeah, it only deals damage immediately where it lands. There's no explosion component or anything. So this is just not going to do anything at all. Just break some scales for the purpose of leaving us with less to have to work through next turn. Thanks, arrows. Good work. Echo, please come save me. Alright. That is going to make it substantially easier to fire a large number of wind blasts. So, okay. Yeah, that is not counting as an arena bounce. So we need to get some really good bounces going here. It's not like the greatest bounce anyone's ever seen. Okay, I need to adjust the angle on that a little bit. That is perhaps an over adjustment. It's all right. We have lots of resources to play with this turn. What about somewhere in the middle of those two? Nope, still finding it profoundly impossible. Okay, let's go pick up some more charge. Wow, that's a lot of running. I'm having like a profoundly difficult time here. How are we going to actually deal any damage? Like, any damage at all? Because I can't wind blast this thing. Well... Oh, my kingdom for a repeat last shot button. Okay, I managed to find it 3 times in a row. Take that, the insides of this monster. Well, that's a very annoying thing for you to have done. Okay, we can work with this a little bit. mean, obviously, it's just gonna have to be fancier. Oh, not quite. It's too much sideways. So this is too much. Ah, yes, but the point at which the arrow changes even a tiny little bit is too little angle. So I think that's just not a viable move here. Let's grab all this charge and then bounce sort of down into it. Nope, less in it than I ever was. So we can fire off 3 shots for like 2 each pretty easily. I was supposed to... We can fire them off easily. I can't necessarily hit what I intend to with them easily. I'm really good at finding these like incredibly... These like perfectly repeating patterns. Alright, well, we got a little bit of damage in. Now, if Mallow has to get called in, it is going to make things a little bit easier for us, because with some strength, I could certainly do some damage. I can't believe I bounced across that opening twice. Alright, surrender the ammo. Okay, better. And I think maybe it actually is just shoot the core for 2 damage 3 times in like a very unexciting play. Because like, with my very poor accuracy, we're going to have a hard time closing this up if we don't kind of devote everything to it in that sort of way. There we go. Now I am confident I can finish the battle. And at this point we can try to pick off the side cores if we want to a little bit more. Alright, let's go for that. This is not lethal. I'm fine. Also, I have 5 more health with this armor, so I could even take the double. There's no way to hit that. I could start with a twirling volley and just... All of these 3 health scales. That's tough. A good wind blast could solve this problem very easily. Question is just, can I make a good wind blast happen? Aha! Maybe some of the time. Do I want to just close it? I'm going to elect not to just close it on purpose. We're gonna try our best here to make something a little bit more ambitious happen. So, I could do that. It didn't actually even deal damage. Look, well, that wasn't the more ambitious thing. Alright, Mallow, get in here and give me some smoothies. I'm gonna need a little bit of refreshment. Alright, go ahead and chug one of those. And then... ah, shoot. I picked up the other yellow one. I was trying to make sure I got a hold of the red. Well, now that I have all this strength, twirling volley is way better. But also, for real, I need this red smoothie. Oh, right. They're 2 stacks now. Well, then I will waste this. Okay, much better position. So, let us just launch a whole lot of very serious flares. Very carefully. I'm trying to excavate the 7 without hitting the 2, and it's not actually easy. Okay. Now, trying to bank this out of the left corner into that 7. I'm not sure this is possible. No such luck. Okay, we'll come up with a better shot here. I mean, the boring shot works because of the strength, right? Actually, the strength is not affecting it. Because it's not deal damage, it's do reverb, and then the reverb effect has damage encoded inside of it. Well, it still works, but it's less pretty. And it does mean that I'm going to have to do things a little bit differently to pick up that 10 there. Gonna make sure I grab the red smoothie without picking up the green smoothie. And then... this is probably fine. Because these are going to do 5 damage on the first bounce. We want to make sure we don't second bounce into the 2. Give me this. Try to get all my loot real quick here. Okay. That was the warm-up shot. I was warming up. You can't judge that one. It's not fair. There we go. See, I was dialing it in. It's what we call a spacing shot. Just, you know, it's measuring distances. I wonder what the normal renown level is of players finishing the game. Like, am I doing a good job here? I feel like we must be doing an alright job because we've been going out of our way to use plus renown bonus weapons as much as we can. But I don't always do a great job on this stuff. Oh, the plan unfolds already. You were not to return until all had subsided. Yet instead you bring another here. You know I would never so much as hint at your existence to anyone I did not trust utterly. Never. And I believe I have already made my opinions about this plan strikingly clear. Seeing you again after I had steeled myself for the possibility that we had already bid our final farewells. It is welcome and unwelcome all at once, even obscured as you are by that inadequate armor. Perhaps we need neither armor nor goodbyes. These failed pins themselves lend the lie to your words. I can't believe I didn't realize the armor was pins. We saw it in black so much that I got used to the idea that it was feathers. That's the excuse I'm going to use. These failed pins themselves lend the lie to your words. Desperate cries for help, ever unanswered, pleading for a rescue that never arrives. No, Umbra. These are not the messages from settlements begging to be saved. These are the ones that were answered. How? Who? Umbra, this is Skipper, the one who seeks to help. One who seeks to help. Empty words that could have described any of us. Yet, if Cinnabar has lent you their trust, your efforts must have been astonishing. I cannot leave these peaks while my work is unfinished, but there is much that I must think on. Skipper, you have kept your promise. Thank you. I will aid you as I can. But first, I ask that you allow me a moment of private conversation with my husband. Husband? I'm not trying to tell anyone how to... I'm just saying, in terms of physics, it's fine. You know what? It's fine. They make it work. When the body changed from black to what we might think of as pin pink, I wonder if that is an event that is triggered by you having completed enough rescues, because it is the satisfied pins, or if that always happens at the same point in the story. Well, everybody seems to be doing pretty well here. Yep, still prioritizing knife stuff. The knives are just fun. Disappears after use. Oh. 2 damage on bounce, 2 damage on stop in a small radius, 200 steps. So you just get 3 throws of that and then it's gone? Or... You know what? This is a thing that's worth having as well. Miser's Momentum. Gain 10 charge, pickup radius increased. On bounce, deal 2 damage, splash 5, and stop. This is very good. Oh, wow. Wow, a repeatable source of strength, and with the knives, no less. That seems extremely good. Shield stuff, I love it. I love that very much. Okay. Yeah, we still need so much decay. Not every recipe that we have left requires decay, but, as you might imagine, almost all of them. You. I suspected you might have words for me. This entire time, bringing these messages lurking at the edge of the farm, goading Skipper to fight battle after battle, just to drag them into some deathly dangerous fool's errand in the mountains. You've thrown my grandchild to the beasts for the sake of your husband. I have. But surely you, out of everyone, understand what one does for family. After all, you threw the entire world to the beasts for the sake of yours. Again, I would like to just point out here, and I know that it's kind of not the point. This game is not a game that is necessarily about its writing, in the sense that I'm having a hard time putting into words exactly what I mean. But for some games, the narrative is the point, and this game is much more of a gameplay game. It feels that's still not quite exactly what I mean, because every game that has writing, obviously the people who are doing the writing care to some degree about the writing. But my point is, where I'm trying to go eventually here is, the writing in this game is consistently way better than it needs to be to do the job that it's doing in the actual, even that exchange, the dialogue itself was not super impressive, but just the shape of the plotting and stuff, it's avoiding a lot of really common sort of tropiness. I don't know. I'm having a really good time here in a lot of ways, more than I was expecting when we started this up, where I figured it would just be a fun, brief diversion. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. That's very clumsy, the way I expressed that thought that I just had, and I still feel like I didn't really get it out. I'll work on it. If I can come up with a more cogent version of that, I'll come back to it with you next time. So come back for that, and we'll see you then.